I want to thank everybody for all the love I got on the last video. Really do appreciate it. And if you want to see more videos about me, kind of talking about how I'm doing things with my limitations and disability as a mobile DJ, let me know. I'd be happy to do more of those kind of videos for you. We don't talk about it a lot, but once in a while it's kind of relevant, and I felt like it was in the last video. So yeah, I'll do more. That's the kind of stuff you guys dig. Happy to do it. I've got a homecoming coming up tonight, and I'm scheduled from 7 to 9:30, so it's only 2.5 hours. But the thing is that the dance really isn't going to start until the game is over. So let's say the game goes until 8. I'm only playing for like 2 hours, so I'm thinking that's probably what's going to happen. I'll play for around 2 hours, and I've played this school before. They're good kids. I'm pretty selective with the schools that I picked to play. They tend to like some of the older stuff. The big song at this school is Darude's Sandstorm. And what happens is the principal will actually come up to me and says, don't play Sandstorm until we tell you to, because we want to make sure that the faculty and the chaperones or whatever are in place before this song drops, because it's a big one. Kids go nuts. There's 750 of them. And, I primarily do weddings. I've talked about this in the last couple of videos. School dances are not something that's really my forte, but, I take a couple here and there just because, hey, money's money, right? I'm not really up on what's effective on dance floors when it comes to new music and teenagers. So I'm going to take a lot of requests, and they do like some throwback stuff at this particular school, so that's cool. But I thought I'd ask on Facebook, hey, I've got a school dance tonight, homecoming. I usually do weddings. For those in the know, do you have any new music suggestions? And that was a really difficult question to ask because the answers coming in are a little odd. People will say things like K-pop. It's like, okay, that's a genre. Anything specific? I mean, BTS would be a little more specific, but BTS Dynamite would be very specific. That would be helpful. Somebody else had said, hey, look, you can go on to Spotify or YouTube and look at music charts. So, well, yeah, you can. I could look at Billboard charts too, but the problem with this is that I don't really know what's going to be effective on the dance floor. Remember, I'm probably only playing for around 2 hours, so I don't need filler. What I was kind of fishing for were hot new tracks that are effective on the dance floor for a high school crowd, like a general high school crowd. So I've got this friend, Jay Brennan. You may know him, Pioneer DJ. He does weddings in Temecula, California. I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I do weddings as well. Now, typically, when Jay does a wedding, he's doing about 1.5 to 2 hours of dancing, where I'm doing 4 to 5 hours of dancing. It's just the way stuff is structured. It's different. So when Jay does his 1.5 or 2 hours, he wants to make sure it's a big, effective 1.5 or 2 hours. When I'm doing my 4 to 5 hours, I'm not too worried about taking a chance here and there. I understand that, in the structure of a wedding, people do want to go be social and do other things, take a break, go to the bathroom, whatever. Every track doesn't have to be this big track. But I think, for the amount of time that Jay's playing, he wants to make sure every track is a banger, and I totally get that. It's kind of the same thing with a 2-hour high school dance. And by the way, 2 hours for a high school dance is perfect. Sometimes they want to go like 4 hours, and you just don't have 4 hours of music that works for the students in front of you to play. It just doesn't work well. People who plan these things aren't thinking, where this district does, and I really do appreciate that. But I'm wondering, I mean, when some of you are doing school dances, are you just playing the charts and seeing what's effective? And if you clear the floor, oh well, maybe we'll get them next time. Is that really the way it's done? Or for those of you who do school dances, do you want to make sure that every track you play is effective? You know what I mean? I mean, I don't mind taking chances, but I don't want to take chances for 2 hours. I kind of want tried and true, or things that I'm real confident are going to work. And that's what I was fishing for. And it's just kind of odd that, somebody would suggest just playing the charts, off of Spotify or YouTube or whatever. I was like, well, I'm looking for new music. Well, there's old music in there too. Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be successful on a high school dance floor. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know, how do you guys do it? Let me know in the comments section. The way I'm going to do it, just so you know, yeah, classics, they really like them. I'm going to play them. They go all the way back to, like, To Unlimited, Get Ready for This. They like that kind of stuff. And I can do, probably early 2000s hip-hop and dance stuff, the silly LMFAO stuff, Mr. Saxo Beat, all that stuff. But I want to mix in some good new tracks here and there. So I'll take requests from them and I'll play them. Something else that I mentioned, because some other people mentioned this in the comment section, that they go to like these websites or something to find out what tracks not to play, because they don't want to play tracks that have this content in them that might be offensive or something. I get that, and I've told this story before, I gave up on being the moral cop a long time ago with music at schools. It was probably, I think, maybe 2007 or 2008 when Crank That Soulja Boy came out. And I was DJing in elementary school. It was through an agency. And one of the parents asked me to play it, and I kind of dismissed the request. And she came up later and wanted me to, was like, hey, when are you going to play that song? I'm like, that's not really appropriate for an elementary school. She says, hey, it's the Superman song. My kid does the Superman dance. My kid loves Superman. That's his favorite song. Play it. I'm like, you know what? If you knew what that song was about, you wouldn't want me to play it. Eventually, the principal came up and got sharp with me. Hey, play this song. They want to hear it. I explained, hey, I don't think this is appropriate. It's just it doesn't matter. The kids don't know what they're saying. Just play it. And that was when I kind of had this epiphany. Who am I to be the moral cop at these events? I get promo only. I get Top Hits USA. They provide FCC radio-friendly edits. The FCC approved stuff. And as long as the radio's playing it, as far as I'm concerned, it's fair game. Unless the faculty or the event organizers tell me otherwise. That doesn't mean that I'm not using common sense. I'm well aware that Cardi B has a song called WAP. And tonight, I'm going to say I don't have it. Because I'm not an idiot. Now, there are other songs out there that are probably just as bad, and I'm not aware of them. And as long as they're edited for radio, I'm going to let them go. I'm going to play them if they're requested, and I've got the clean version. Yeah. If I don't have the clean version, I'm not playing it. But being a moral cop is not my job, especially for the kind of money I'm getting for these dances. I'm not going to go through every song. If the school's that worried about it, they're going to let me know. If the school says to me, hey, we don't want like a twerk fest tonight, it's like, okay, fine. Let's not play that kind of music. Or if we do, let's not do a half an hour of it. I'll do like a song here and there and then put something else in before and after it to break it up a little bit. I've noticed that too when I've done these dances before. There's twerky music and it gets a little weird on the dance floor when you play that kind of stuff. But usually what I can do is play a track, get in and out of it, and put, bookends on either side of it. that doesn't promote that type of behavior. So I do use common sense, but I'm not like this big moral cop. I can't. It's just not even reasonable to ask of me. Again, especially at the prices they're willing to pay. Anyway, let me know how you do it. Are you relying on requests a lot? I will be. I'll have a sheet of paper. They'll be able to write things down. I'll be able to take the sheet, look at it, check the tracks out, and let them go. Do you just kind of know what to play because you're listening to it and you just got a good ear for it? Are you just playing the charts and seeing what works, and if it don't, whatever? How are you doing it at these school events? Let me know in the comments section. That's it. I'm going to upload this video and chill out for a little while, probably head out. I would think maybe around a little before 5 perhaps, and meet the faculty member who's the advisor at about 6 o'clock to load in and do this thing. So that's it. Take care, guys. You'll get some kind of gig log from tonight. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get a lot of dance footage, but I'll do what I can. If I can make it like very vague as far as who's who in the audience, I'll do that. It's hard to step away from the booth at this one to get the crowd shots because it's going to be 750 kids. It's going to be pretty crowded. I'm going to be pretty busy. I don't want to leave my stuff unattended. So anything that I would shoot would probably be from the booth. And if I can get shots that make sense, I'll get them and I'll post them. If I can't, I won't, just out of respect for everyone's privacy. So anyway, take care. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Practice and enjoy.